Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to yet another reaction video for today. And yeah, I know I have a lot today, and I was gonna be done after that last one, which was for, what was it for? It was for The Walking Dead. But then I saw this, I was like, oh no, I gotta do this. I gotta take a look at this. So this is more gonna be like a Gore takes a look more than a reaction, because I'm gonna be watching this, and then I'm gonna be watching some Symmetra gameplay. Because by the way, this is for Overwatch. This is a developer update for Overwatch. It's called upcoming social features, but it's going to heavily, from what I've heard, focus on Symmetra's rework. I can't even speak. Rework, which will make her more of a defense character than a support one, which I always felt like. I guess she does kind of support, but I feel like when you have a support character, I feel like a support character should also heal in some way, and she doesn't heal anybody at all. And she does support because she teleports people in there, so in a way she kind of heals people because she gets them there quicker, which is kind of the same thing as healing, because you keep them alive to stay there, you know, so it kind of makes sense. But and also you have her other ultimate, which is just the shield. But yeah, besides that, I felt like she makes more sense as a defense character. So when they said they're going to rework her as a defense character, that just made sense to me. So we're going to hear Jeff Kaplan talk about it, and then we're going to watch some gameplay, all right? He's also going to be talking about other stuff, I'm assuming. It's like a 10-minute video. So I know no one really cares about these updates when I check them out, but I'm going to check them out anyway. So fuck it. Here we go. There she is. I didn't get that skin yet.
Hey, welcome everyone. This is Jeff from the Overwatch team. Here's another developer update.
I'm glad there's no other guy.
This one's going to be awesome.
Because then I
think we're finally ready to talk about some features that you guys have been requesting for a really long time. As I mentioned earlier in the year, we've been working on social features to really improve the gameplay experience for everybody in Overwatch. So we have two of those.
So I could ban someone?
Now the first one
from a game I never made.
Super exciting to me.
You just banned someone from competitive.
We often talk about ways to punish players who are behaving poorly, and it's not very exciting to a lot of us. I think more often than not, players are behaving in an awesome way in Overwatch, and we just don't recognize them enough. So we're super excited to this feature called
Most of them don't talk. Endorsements. Okay.
The way endorsements will work is when you're playing Overwatch after a match ends, you'll have the opportunity to look at players both on your team and the enemy team and recognize them for certain gameplay behaviors that you want to really show that they shined in that area. Wow. So there are 3 areas that you can endorse a player in. The first we call sportsmanship. This is if they were being a really nice, respectful person. Maybe they said, you know, nice shot when you killed me. That was really awesome. I like the way you did that.
I guess it's just for PC.
Really just good.
I was about to say, because you can't do this in consoles.
Influence on the battlefield.
This is just all for PC, I think.
You can recognize somebody for that. The next thing that you can give is for a good teammate. And now you can't give this to the enemy team. This one only applies to your team.
Okay. That might be
a teammate. You might recognize somebody for doing something along the lines of, you know, your team currently has a Hanzo on it. Your Hanzo player you think would be better off switching to another hero, and you say, hey, you know, instead of that Hanzo, I think we could really use Mei in this situation, and the person switches to Mei.
So it would just say, Hanzo switch to Mei, please?
You sort of recognize that that person was a really good teammate. They switched to a role that was needed for the team at the time, and they did a really good thing. Or they respond in respectful ways when people are asking, you know, maybe the Mercy player says, will you get to the edge so I can heal you? I need somebody to fly up to, and the person moves to the edge. So you can recognize somebody for being a really good teammate.
So it's making it so that people don't need to talk ever in Overwatch, really. Like, we're getting closer to that point where I don't have to hear someone go, this fucking guy sucked. Well, those people are always going to be like that, so they're always going to say that. So even if no one's doing bad, they're going to blame everybody. I had one game, holy shit. Wow, this guy got fucking salty. I plug in my mic and ask him if he was okay, because he was really upset. I felt bad for him. And that's why I feel like I should sometimes record me playing these games, because I get some of the saltiest motherfuckers in comp. We weren't doing well. We weren't winning. I had 3 gold, by the way. I was playing Moira. That's my girl. And he was getting really upset because no one was attacking the Torbjorn on the top. It was like a top part in King's Row where you can like put a turret and attack the where the payload is, where they have to capture the payload. and no one was doing that. And I was a Moira, so I mean I get attacked the Torbjorn, but no one, my orb doesn't attack the turret. So if I throw my orb in there, that really wouldn't help. So I couldn't do anything, and I was also healing people, so I couldn't do anything. So I was just staying there, defending, healing people. Torbjorn's turret was attacking. I would throw an orb sometimes, but it wouldn't destroy the turret. So, and no one else was attacking, to be fair. But he was being a fucking dick. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna report all of you. You suck. This is fucking terrible. Oh my god, we have a Pharah and she's not doing anything. It's just ridiculous. Also, he was being, I think he was Lucio at the point. No, at that point. No, he was a McCree at that point. So he could have took the turret out, but he didn't. So I don't know why he's fucking complaining. Pharah, sure, but Pharah is good against a Torbjorn, sure. But on a map that small, I feel like a Torbjorn's turret can take her out pretty quickly. Like, if you can get far away enough from a turret as a Pharah, you can take it out. But that map's kind of condensed and kind of small, so, I don't know. And the way he put the turret, you had to get pretty close to get to it, so, whatever. Anyway, this is not important. No one gives a shit. So, anyway, let's get to this.
Playing the game as a team player in a very high and effective way. The final way that you can endorse someone, and this one is also only for your team, not for the enemy team, is called shot caller. Now, what we think shot callers should be recognized for is those are the men and women who end up on our team, who end up telling the rest of us what to do in a very positive, respectful, and effective way. It's usually the person who says, okay, guys, we're not going to all go in until our Zarya's ult is ready and Hanzo has his ult ready.
Right.
Once I make the call, everybody move in, and we'll have a really successful take on that point. Or, hey, we should back out now. Our Mercy was just killed. Let's back out. It's the person who's calling the targets, calling when to go in and out of the match, and generally leading us on the battlefield. And we want those people to really be recognized as shot callers. So the endorsement system is going to be very public. You're going to get to see other players and how they're endorsed. So when you see other players, you're going to be able to recognize, wow, that person, a lot of my fellow Overwatch players has said, that person's a great
I wonder if anybody ever said, all my fellow Overwatch players. Hello, fellow Overwatch player.
The system will
I'm going to call people that now.
work in a few ways.
Whenever I talk to them. Hello, fellow Overwatch player. Why are you upset? Why are you crying and bitching about the turret?
High endorsement level, you don't just stay there forever. You kind of have to, be recognized by other players more frequently. So there are mechanisms in place to make sure that somebody doesn't get to a good place and just stay there forever.
I don't give a fuck about this.
That person has been a good sportsman.
For me personally,
shown good sportsmanship. It means that they've been a great shot caller.
Like, I'm not going to be ordering people to do stuff. That's not what I do. I just play.
Also, if you've been actioned in any way, silenced or suspended, you completely lose all endorsements altogether. You go back to square one, and you pretty much have to start over.
That sucks.
So we think the system will be great
for any kind of suspension.
In place, for example,
even if you're suspended for one game mode,
reward for endorsing other people.
If you leave early on mistake,
only endorse a very
the internet goes out or something
per match. So it's not something that you can just do to exploit for experience or something like that. And then also, people who hit high endorsement levels frequently, we will do these check-in moments where we will reward those people for being awesome at what they do. So that's endorsements. That's coming. We are super excited about it. We think it's going to have a big impact on showing the Overwatch community just how many awesome Overwatch players there are and how many positive moments.
Either that or it'll just highlight how many of them are dicks.
The next system has been...
Like, how come you didn't vote for me? I did all the work. Give me the endorsements.
We put a lot of time and effort into designing and implementing this system. Our Looking for Group system will allow you to create a group to your exact specifications. And what I mean by that is if you're a very particular group leader and you want to insist on having 2 tanks, 2 damage, and 2 healers, you can restrict those roles in your group.
Jeff has a soothing voice. I just
force the people playing those roles
asleep
to only be able to play those roles. Of course, if you want a wide open group where everybody can play whatever they want, you can do that as well. There's some other options within the Looking for Group system that should be interesting. Like, for example, if you want to say, to people in your group, I really want everybody to have voice chat. So I'm going to say, voice chat's required for my group. You can name your group whatever you want. So when it shows up on the list, you can say to people, I'm really trying to get to Diamond.
This is for PC,
I'm
though.
looking for other
Xbox already has this. You can just do this for any game.
However you want to name it.
That's how I played Friday the 13th for the first couple of months it was out.
Other people who are looking for a similar experience as you are. The whole idea behind looking for group, like with our avoid as teammate feature we added a short while ago, is to give you more control over your gameplay experience.
Mommy, I want him to talk about Symmetra.
Game, and you always have to play with 5 other people, and we think you'll have a much better experience if you have some say in what the other people on your team
they should make 8v8 Overwatch.
What their sort of
That'd be
play
dope.
behavior is, and if you have some input
That'd
and
be
interaction
ridiculous.
with them.
That'd be so stupid.
So
they'd have to make a map that's a little bit bigger.
One thing to note about it is it's not a matchmaking system. When you go to look for a group, you're either creating a group and showing it to other players, or you're browsing the list as somebody looking for the group and then committing to join that group. It's not automatically
We're your fellow Overwatch players
in and putting them into the system.
Hello,
That's
fellow
what our
Overwatch
basic
players.
Matchmaking does right now when you click play on Quick Play or Competitive or any of our arcade games. So keep that in mind. It's more of a system for finding each other, then you go into the gameplay system. So that's looking for group. We think it will be awesome. Now, a few minor housekeeping notes on the looking for group system. As I mentioned earlier,
is this not going to talk about Symmetra? Why is Symmetra in the thumbnail then?
Offense and defense roles into damage. I don't know if you caught that when I said earlier that you can have tank, damage, and support. We're now limiting the game in terms of number of roles to only those 3 roles. So previously, where we had heroes like Tracer, who was considered an offense hero, and Junkrat, who was considered a defense hero, all of those heroes are now in the same role, which is simply called damage. We think this greatly simplifies things. It will really help the looking for group system. And we think it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
These roles were sort of arbitrary to begin with. It was just to help newer players figure out what the different heroes
He's just talking about for what?
The other big change that's coming in regards to looking for group system is that player profiles, we will now give you control over who gets to see those. You can set it so your profile is private, you can set it so your profile is friends only, or you can set it like it currently is right now, which is to public. By default, these will not be public moving forward. Again, our theme is give you control over your gameplay experience. We recognize that other players were sometimes giving us a hard time based on our player profile. We think you have the right to decide if you want people to see that or not. Now, it's a huge patch that's coming up. There's a major Symmetra rework happening. We're going to have a great description of all of Symmetra's abilities and everything that's different about the hero. As has been mentioned before, and some of you know, some of you don't, she is moving to the damage category, so please make sure to read that.
It's called damage now.
And
that's so
also,
weird.
major changes are happening to the Horizon Lunar Colony map. And we're going to go into great detail.
Are they getting rid of it? Because I fucking hate it.
Of the changes that are happening there as well.
I hate that map.
And we think you'll find those really interesting. For example, on point B on Horizon Lunar Colony, you can no longer sort of attack from the defender's spawn room within the safety of the healing zone like you were able to previously. We fixed that issue, but we've made
good. You made it worse for the defense.
There's also some beautiful art and new lore in the map as well that we think you'll be really interested in. All in all, we think it's a great patch. These 2 major social systems we think will make Overwatch a much better experience. We have more social systems on the way. I hinted at this before. Not only are we going to deliver 2 early on in the summer, but we have another big feature coming later on, either in the late summer or early fall. These features are brand new. I'm sure we're going to have to iterate on them a lot. Please speak up. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We'll make changes as necessary. Thanks so much, and we hope you enjoy the features.
I love them. Thank you, Jeff. There's Winston. Alright, so he didn't really talk much about the Symmetra thing. He's going to do a video later, I'm assuming. But there's already gameplay of the Symmetra rework. So I was assuming he was going to talk about it in this. Guess not. So we're just going to check out the gameplay. He did talk about some stuff that is interesting. I don't see how the endorsements thing will work on consoles. So I'm assuming that's just going to be a PC thing, unless maybe you could do the your team thing, because you can't talk to the other team on consoles unless there's like some way you can. I don't know of that way. I've been playing it for 2 years. That'd be really shitty that I don't know. You could just talk to your team. I don't see how that works. I know in PC you could like send text. You know, that's I think that's the only way you can communicate with the other team is through text. And the consoles, I don't think you can. I know you can't do text, but I don't think you can talk to them at all unless they like send you a message later on Xbox saying you suck or whatever. Which is there was actually one time where someone sent me a message from the other team and said "Wow." So I don't know what that means. I think that was good. I did well that game. So there are times where just like the Overwatch, I'm sorry, our fellow Overwatch players are, they're okay people. I was playing with a group the other day. Same day I was playing with that one guy. That was they were kind of cool. We were losing, but they weren't blaming anybody. They were just like, "Oh man, well anyway, good game, guys." And there was like a group of 3, and I was like, "Okay, there you go. That's how you deal with it. You lost. You don't blame people. You don't yell at other people you don't fucking know, and don't act like you know how well people are doing because you're not fucking paying attention." That's what I don't get. When people start complaining like this guy's not doing well, why were you watching him do whatever he's doing? You should be fucking playing the game too. Stop staring at other people playing. And if you're watching because you're dead, you should think about it. You're dead. You died, so you're not great either. So just don't stop acting like you're the best. You're leading the team. There was that one guy I was talking about acted like he was leading the team, even though I was Moira, a healer, had gold healing. He was a Lucio at one point, and then he switched to McCree because he knew he wasn't doing shit with fucking Lucio. And he had McCree, who's a good damage dealer, and I still had gold in damage, gold in healing, and gold in attack. I mean, elimination. And I had silver in objective time too. So I believe. I could be wrong about that. No, objective kills. So I had silver in objective kills. So, suck a dick. If that guy's watching somehow, some way, and so for some reason he knows that it was him being a dick, then suck a dick. If you ever did that in a competitive game too, and you just like blamed other people, suck a dick. Unless they were actually to blame, like legit to blame. Like they were being dickheads about it, like, ooh, we're going to throw the game, they'll be funny, right? Then okay, yeah, you got a point. But if it's just like people not talking at all and they're playing the game, or maybe even talking, but they're not like really into the game, they're playing and they're talking, but they're not like throwing out freaking team advice or whatever, don't just completely blame them, okay? Because there's times where I don't pay attention to the game either, and I'm talking to people, I'm still doing extremely well. Healing people, freaking attacking people, doing all of the stuff that I usually do. Shoot people in the head, because I play Hanzo too. Hanzo's still my main. I have 2 mains. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if that's not a thing. It is for me. I have 2 mains. I swap between Hanzo and Moira. So that's it. So anyway, there you go. That's the developer update. Let's check out the gameplay now. I'll put timestamps in the in the friggin' comments for people that want to see me react to this gameplay. But anyway, here's Overwatch new Symmetra Rework gameplay. All abilities breakdown. This is from Your Overwatch, which I've watched before, actually. I don't know for the channel, but I've watched it myself.
This is Liam or Wiggle on Your Overwatch, back with a new video. The Symmetra Rework is here, and we no longer have to have that argument because the roles are changed. We have support, damage, and tank only.
Yep, there you go. I thought he was just talking about, like, for groups or something, because he was talking about groups, and he was talking about damage and attack and defense. I was like, what? So I was confused. So there you go. There's only 3. That looks weird. That looks so strange. Luckily, it didn't look like it changed where Hanzo was, because Hanzo was around that place anyway, and Moira is in the same place, so I'm okay. Because when you get a good sense for it, you just know exactly where to scroll. Like, you don't even look at the hero portraits. You just like, all right, it's over here. There you go. Boom, I picked. But it looks like Hanzo didn't really move too far. Tracer moved. Shit, she's almost all the way to the right now. Symmetra, there's Symmetra, Soldier. Okay, that looks so strange. I wish I had a computer that could run Overwatch on PC, because I actually do have Overwatch on PC. I just don't have a computer that really can run it. I mean, I do. it can run it just at a lower setting, and I don't want any like screw ups because I want to play it. And if it like starts lagging or some shit or whatever, what's the point? You're just not gonna do well. Anyway.
About the Symmetra change, everything about it, and show the first gameplay of it, but there's one thing I need to do, which is save some lives. So you may need to go into your options,
save some lives.
Go down to Symmetra, which is just here.
Okay.
You need to go all the way down to communication and change interact and acknowledge to F. And the reason that you need to do this is because if you do not, you may have an issue when you place your new teleporter that you can't travel through it. So you need to make sure you bind that to any one, but I think F.
You have to press a button now to teleport?
So we no longer have a lock-on on the left.
Oh, there you go. That's the beam.
So this is her photon projector, the short-range beam with increasing damage and damaging barriers, does not consume ammunition. Also, you can still hold right-click, of course, to do the charge, but this is different. Her ultimate is now the photon barrier, and the sentry turrets deploy a small turret at a distance, and of course we have the teleporter on
Alright, do it, come on,
so
stop talking.
Ramp up damage and
ooh, oh, I like the way that feels. I ain't even playing it, that feels good.
However, you do have to aim it now, adding a little bit more skill to Symmetra.
That's good.
Also,
that's fine with me.
her sentry turrets are great. You can throw them from miles away, although they can be destroyed in the air, and they will actually damage enemies
along the way
further than they used to. You'll see that on the bot here on the right in a second. Now, if we take a look at this crazy ultimate, by the way, barrier across the map.
Shit.
Who wants to spam Junkrat in this direction, anyone? Well, now you can't. This is a really, really crazy barrier. Of course, guys.
That's great.
It's nuts.
That's
really
giant.
Really
oh, my God. When I heard about that, I was like, how's that going to work?
But you only have a certain amount of time to place it, and then, of course, it will disappear, and it will also disappear after a certain amount of time, so you can get your teams through it to teleport up to locations that you want to get through, and this is on a 3-second.
That's really awesome.
That's really cool. And what's even
That's really cool. The teleporter
just actually teleport abilities through it, so you can send your turrets through the teleport, but they have to land.
My God.
This will go for all kinds of different abilities in the game, and this will be, of course, down to Blizzard, and they will tweak and patch abilities that are too powerful for sending through the teleporters. Now, you were supposed to be able to send a Diva mech through it. We will, of course, do a load of testing on this in another video to show you guys what it is. But Sim's going to be really deadly and a little bit harder to use than she used to be. These right-click balls as well move a lot faster than they used to. They do slightly less damage, but they're still insanely
they're much
powerful.
faster.
And you can actually
every time I see one of those, I just like
you used to be able to as well. So just
they didn't hit me. The only time they hit me is when I can't see them, or I for some reason can't move like a Junkrat trap.
You see that this barrier is insane. I can't even imagine the gameplay implications it's going to have when you're playing in just random matches. It really is.
I can see. Wait, can Moira shoot through it?
Make sure you've got
That's the question. I think it should be able to be shot through, right?
Through the TP as well. Of course, you can send these at a long distance.
Maybe not though. It is an ultimate.
It's going to be some kind of a crazy hero. Let's just
test
the damage range on this, which is of course still.
I kind of feel bad for Symmetra mains because now they have to do something completely different. I felt bad for other Hanzo mains, but this is a complete rework, another rework of Symmetra.
Of course, got the devastating.
Okay.
The turrets
I'll let him finish
first, of course, because you used to have to click and place them, but now
you just throw them. That's really good.
Always doing things.
Let's make Symmetra much more of a energetic character too.
You're giving him such an advantage to get somewhere that before, where he might not have been viable, now he's just great. Now this, of course, could work for heroes like Bastion, that you'd be able to teleport to places that is going to be really, really hard to deal with for people. But
dude, you're going to get so many people that are just like, oh, thank you, Symmetra.
Wanted things to be changed. This is
no teleporter anymore, though.
This update.
That's really...
so many implications. I really want you guys to let me know in the comment section, what do you think to this? Is this going to...
No, I just thought about this. I mean, there's never going to be a moment where we're just like, where's the teleporter? Because, I mean, she still uses the teleporter, but it's, like, really quick. You have to be quick to use it. And also, she has to go to the place to put it down, like, close to the place. So I guess you could still use it, but she has to also put it down, run to the place, put it down there. You know, it's not just like you put it down there and bam, it's there. Yeah. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Actually, that's not how Symmetra works. I don't play much Symmetra at all. I will be playing her now though. But I guess the teleport also doesn't last that long, so you have to all be grouped up together and just like run in it like quick. And I don't know if that works actually. Does it just go away after one person goes through it? I'm not sure. He might have said that too. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. But I want to see gameplay that is like actual fighting and stuff. You know. All new abilities, because that's awesome. The turrets that you could throw against the wall, you don't have to get near it and like you don't have to freaking you don't have to hold down the button and just like wait until they're all dead and it powers up her beam. Now you can actually aim, so it makes her much more of an energetic and fun character. It seems like where Symmetra before was like work. It was like, all right, I gotta build up my ultimate so I can put teleporter. I put a teleporter. Everybody else is doing the work. I'm here putting teleporters, turrets and stuff, and charging my beam. I'm jumping around, hoping they don't kill. Oh, they killed me. All right, build it up, put turrets, bam, teleporter. I'm dead. Oh, they got to our second point. Okay, then we put a shield generator instead. Put turrets. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, we lost. Everybody's blaming me. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry, Mom. But, yeah, no, I don't know. So anyway, that was a long video, but I wanted to take a look at it. That seems really interesting. I'm very excited for that. The stuff Jeff talked about was cool. I don't know why he didn't talk about the Symmetra rework in that video, because it's out now. Wouldn't that make sense? I guess he's going to make a video later today, maybe? Or tomorrow or something? But, I don't know. I guess we really don't need to check it out now, because I know everything about it now. So I guess we just don't even need to check it out. It has 1,000 HP. That's crazy. That barrier, the ultimate barrier, that's going to be really interesting to see, too. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be cool. But the teleporter just being a passive, like a regular passive ability, that's interesting. I want to see how that changes things. And also now it's all damage besides defense and offense. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna change Overwatch, that's for sure. 2 years later, man, they're changing shit, man. They are changing shit. I just feel like it's weird that they've been balancing the support and all these the tanks on offense and defense. They've been balancing out by getting new characters for for support and stuff. And now it's like it was like kind of even. It was even kind of like there was like 6 heroes here, 7 heroes here, like 7, 6 or whatever. Now it's just like you got like a few heroes here for tank, then you got about 20 heroes here for damage, and you got like a little bit for support. Not 20, obviously, but you know, I don't know. It now just looks maybe a little sloppy. I don't know. Just the way it looks like. It's just a giant row of just characters that do damage, and then here's a little bit for tank, and which tanks do damage too, so I don't really get it. Whatever. Anyway, point is that it's good. It's good update, but I have to get used to it. So there you go. That's me. Bye.